Hello, I'm Sameh Al Shaer. I hope you enjoy with me the utmost horror. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the buzzer button to receive all new on the channel. I am happy to join the Sameh Al Shaer Families group on Facebook. Let's start. Horror Stories. Titled, She received a message from a dead person, so the misfortunes began. It may be one of the strangest stories ever. You have heard it in your life. Surprisingly enough, the story is real. And I got one of the cities in United States of America. The story began when Sarah was 18 years old. She was living a normal life with her mother, father, and brother Harry, and her little sister, Hannah, until that day came. Sarah was a huge fan with topics, jinn and ghosts, and horror stories. She was reading a lot in this field and was very interested in it. One day, after Sarah woke up from sleep in the morning, that mysterious message arrived. Sarah's phone, from Sarah's habit. It's when you wake up you play with her phone a little. In fact, she grabbed her phone, and if you see a message you received from an unknown number written on it. Sarah chose you to take revenge for me, because you are the only one who I will take my revenge. Sarah replied, surprised, "Who are you?" He replied immediately, "It is not important. Who am I? But I will explain my story to you. I am a person dead. More than 4 years ago, someone killed me for no reason. The problem for today, the police considered my death an accident. And I want to take my right. And I chose you, of all people, to help me." Pleasant. At that moment, she started laughing. She told her friend the message. She said to her, "Of course, this is one of the girls. You want to scare me and make me a prank." All of a sudden, she reads the letter to her friend. "I got another message from the same number is written in it. Don't read my messages, for no one here ever fainted a little." Pleasant. And without preliminaries, I blocked his number. The next day, in the morning, Sarah went down and had a meal, breakfast, with her family. And here, I told them the strange message I had received. Over here, her father told her not to be afraid. Just people trying to mess with you. I just scared you, Sarah. She wasn't scared at all, and completed her day as usual. I went to study. She met her friend while Sarah is back home. With her she received a message from the same number is written in it. "Sarah, why are you doing me a ban?" "Because this thing, it won't stop me from writing to you, Maria." At this time, I was amazed. How can he message me from the same number? And I blocked him yesterday. Sarah replied, "Who are you, and if you want me, reply to it." I ask you a second time. Do you agree? Do you take my revenge, Sarah? She was still convinced. It was a prank from one of her friends. That is why she answered him, "If you were one of my friends, and you're working with me, stop because I don't like this joke." Reply to her. You still don't believe me? Look at the building across from you. In front of Sarah's school there was an abandoned building. Nobody lives there. For a long time. After I sent her my look to the building across from you, Sarah looked there. Then you will find a person. He is dressed in black and gestures to her with his hand. The normal thing Sarah did. She told her friend. She said to her, "Look at the architecture. Look at that person pointing to me." Her friend looked well, but you didn't see anyone there at the same moment. I received a letter from Sarah that reads, "Sarah, do not bother yourself. The person is there. No one else can see it but you." Here fear entered Sarah's heart. She tried to convince her friend of what she saw, but to no avail. At that time Sarah decided that give up answering this person and to ignore him. Past the days and messages. She reaches for Sarah, but she does not answer him. At this time, a strange message arrived from Sarah, in which it was written, "Sarah, tomorrow will be your first warning." Sarah did not care what he said. And she said, "This is a liar and he's just trying to scare me." Tomorrow. Sarah woke up. Everything was normal and normal. I went to school. And she met her friend. But everything was normal. Sarah returned to her home. And if her father's phone was ringing, her father spoke a little on the phone. If you see signs of terror on his face, a difficult and critical situation, Sarah at that moment. She remembered that person's message, and the warning and threat he had given her. They quickly went to the hospital. They found Harry improved. And she became stable. Here Sarah told her father about the subject of the threat that she had made. Arrived in her phone, and here her father decided that go to the nearest police station to report this threat. If you liked the story, do not forget to subscribe and press the like button and the bell button to receive all new on the channel. Goodbye.